Welcome everybody to the Hyatt Centric Las Olas Hotel, an upscale boutique hotel in the heart of downtown Fort Lauderdale. This hotel is just steps away from nightclubs, fabulous dining, the Riverwalk, museums, but we really stayed here because it's close to the cruise port. Unfortunately, we only got to spend one evening here as we were leaving on the cruise the next day. We did use a Hyatt certificate to stay here, which seemed like a pretty good value. The nightly rate here right before Christmas ended up being around $400 a night. That's about $80 more than the rate today, a month afterwards, that I'm making this video. For that amount of money, though, I kind of expected that the lobby would be a little more, inviting. It's got some nice artwork around. There is, of course, the lobby restaurant. I can't help but feel like it seems more like an upscale office lobby as opposed to a hotel. And I have mixed feelings about this vending machine right by the elevators. It does have champagne at $30 a tiny bottle, though. Let's go ahead and collect Tum and head on up to our room up on the 15th floor. You do need a key card to access all of the floors, so that's a nice bit of security there. You do have a couple of chairs and artwork right off the elevator on the floor, but the rest of the hallway seems a little stark, very cold tones with the blue-grays, and no art on the walls. Here we are at our room. It is number 1545. There are some rooms in the hotel that have balconies. Ours just has a standard window overlooking the pool. The other side of the hotel, however, would have a view of the park that is being built, which will eventually be a really nice view. First impression is it looks very nice. I love that artwork behind the bed, that little lamp on the desk. We'll take a look at that in a moment. But first, let's see where we fall on the floor plan. Here off the elevators, you're going to take a long walk down this hallway. It does look like our room's a bit smaller than some of the others. I assume those longer rooms are maybe the double queen beds. I definitely do not like the fact that there's no doors on the closet area. If we were staying here for a longer period of time, who wants to see all their clothes hanging there in view every time you come in the room? They do have a couple of nice robes tucked away at the top where they hope you won't use them, I'm sure. And of course, an ironing board with an iron there on the floor. This is not a great presentation for such an expensive hotel. We do have a little safe in here, and the door doesn't seem to want to stay closed. Another reason it shouldn't be open and exposed like this. A couple of drawers there at the bottom to stash your underwear and socks, so again, they're not exposed to everyone. Here at the desk/kitchen area, we do have a couple of complimentary waters for elite members. I think I qualify as an elite member. I'm not sure. I like how other brands will hand you waters on check-in with a little goodie bag. I would have vastly preferred that than having to question while I'm in the room, is that water really free or not? We do have a little refrigerator in there where you could stash that $30 bottle of champagne if you picked one up on the way up to your room. And then an ice bucket. We did pass an ice machine there in the hallway. Again, not the greatest presentation to see that first thing when you're walking down the hallway. Overall, I'm getting the vibe that this hotel is relying more on the location than the actual experience for the guests. Here by the bed, we do have the thermostat for the room. It looks like you can adjust it digitally, some light switches to control the lighting. I will say that I do like the lamps in the room here at the bedside. It makes it a little bit more interesting. Drawer here on the bedside. I would have expected some USB ports or an outlet here on the lamp. It's unfortunate they don't have one. There is the outlet there on the wall, but that's going to be a long distance from your nightstand should you need to plug something in there. I suppose we could all charge our phones just on the one side of the bed. Here is an outlet. There is also a reading light that did not work. I'm realizing now that I'm fiddling far too much with this, trying to see how to make it work. At least if it did, you could swivel it and point it wherever you like, which is great. I'm one of those people that still travels with books and likes to read in bed. There was that interesting looking clock on the side. Don't know how we're going to set that if we needed to set an alarm. Love this little pillow on the chair. At least it's got a nice design to it. I think overall the design here on this side of the room, not too bad. Again, don't like having to look at that open cabinetry. Here in the bathroom, it's again pretty standard. We've got a few toiletries here on the counter. Let's take a look. Be kind, B-E-E kind. At least there is a bar of soap, which I always appreciate. On the other side of this nice lighted mirror, we've got some Q-tips and makeup removers and whatnot. At least they're not being stingy. Look how packed this little cup is. And I will say I do like the nice job they did with that little tissue flower. They do also have this magnifying mirror. I never really used that myself, but now I'm wondering, it seems kind of high up on the wall. Is that pretty standard? There is one hook on the wall. I would have preferred two. I do like that there is a nightlight function here in the bathroom, as well as a fan that we can turn on and off. Great if you get too steamy in the shower. Speaking of, here we go. The tile work is very nice. I love that they put the handle on the non-shower side so you don't have to get wet while the water warms up. The shower heads themselves are great. You've got the tall rain style as well as a detachable wand, which you can use to wash off the body wash, shampoo, and conditioner that you get in the bottles there on the side of the wall. Really not a fan of those, but the days of those individual little travel bottles seems to be long gone everywhere. Now, because of the magic of YouTube editing, we are revealing we actually checked in after midnight on the first night. So now that we've done a quick overview of the room, we're going to check out this view a little bit later after we have a good night's sleep. There we go. I will say the bed was actually very comfortable, no complaints there. We did wake up to a lot of condensation on these windows. You could have seen it there on the side panels. I had to wipe this one down with a towel before we could even take a look outside and see this beautiful pool sandwiched here amongst these other tall buildings. And if you look closely, you'll see the river there. We actually went to Publix, conveniently a couple blocks away, and ate breakfast by the river before coming back to the hotel to look at the last few amenities I wanted to share with you. One of which here on the amenities floor is this beautiful outdoor balcony. You can kind of get another view of the city here. I can only imagine when this park here is finished, the nightly rate is going to go up. Here in the gym, you have a couple of fitness options. There's some weight machines, a number of treadmills. Off on the side, you've got your towels and a water filling machine. Great if you don't get that complimentary bottle of water from your room. But let's go ahead and head out the doors to take a look at the pool. Plenty of towels here. Of course, it is December, so that's not surprising. There is a cornhole board there. I only saw the one. Hopefully there's another. And here, underneath the gaze of all of the people in all of these buildings, is the pool. You can see a little bit of debris in the bottom. Again, it's December, so I'll give them a pass for not keeping it absolutely pristine. I bet it feels great in the summer. Maybe we'll check it out next time we are in Fort Lauderdale, but more likely we'll check out a different hotel. As you know, I like to do hotel reviews at all price points. If you're interested in checking out more of our travel videos, including hotel reviews, make sure you're subscribed. Until next time, thanks for watching and happy travels.